Well, hello there and welcome to the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. We are in Jinjiang, China. The FIVB 4-star event, and it's a gold medal match time. Beach volleyball fans around the world, we hope you are in for a treat. It's the men's gold medal match, and it's just going to be edge of your seat stuff. The fans have showed up for what could be one of the matches of the season so far. In Norway, the Beach Volley Vikings. We have the present and the future. 5 wins in a row last season. A win last week in Brazil. Now looking to go back-to-back again, but in their way. They have the reigning Olympic gold medalist in Bruno and world champion in Evandro. The weather conditions, well, it's cloudy, it's a little bit muggy. And the breeze is just blowing across the main screen as you'll see the flags in just a moment. Not too much breeze. It should be very nice conditions for a game that is very worthy, very, very worthy of a gold medal match. The number 1 seeds, Anders Mol and Christian Sorum from Norway, have lit up the world of beach volleyball with the way that they play. But Evandro has the heaviest serve in world volleyball. Bruno oozes class. The physicality of Evandro, the world champion from 2017 in Vienna. There are the Beach Volley Vikings. Christian Sorum on the left, Anders Mol on the right. Here, Brazil. Bruno on the left, Evandro on the right. First referee, Tim Cleaver from New Zealand. And the second referee, Hu Shan from China. Now it's time to meet the players, but if you follow this sport, these players are no strangers. First, the Beach Volley Vikings. It's been a good week for Norway, another final for this team, and a top 10 finish for Anders Mol's brother, Henrik. Matthias Bernstein as well, a great result for them, but this pairing are going to try and go back-to-back again. A win last week in Brazil. Anders Mol, 21 years old. 5 seasons, but 5 career wins in 29 tournaments. Phenomenal record. And his partner, Christian Sorum, 23 years young. One of the best, if not the best, left-sider in the world. Watch out for his defensive plays as well. Makes so many reads. And Brazil. Evandro Gonzalez, a 28-year-old from Rio de Janeiro, 6'11". Watch out for the service game and the blocking game as well. It's a new partnership, just the 5th competition for Evandro and his new partner, Bruno Schmitz. Bruno Schmitz, one of the best in the world at what he does. Unbelievable court vision, great ball control. This is going to be edge of your seats stuff. Bruno winning the World Championship in 2015 with Alisson, winning the Olympic Games in 2016 with Alisson. But now this is the partnership that so many people wanted to see. Evandro Bruno, first time. It's their first shot at the Beach Volley Vikings. All-star cast for a fitting finale here in China. Sorum starts serving on the inside to Bruno. Takes a nice straight approach, lets the ball come across him. Chicken wing defense from Sorum. ball disappears. Brazilians, well, they've beaten China. Triborn and Trevor Crabb from the United States, Bernstein and Moll, the other Norwegian team. Russia, Stoyanovsky, Krasilnikov have been on great form. 2 wins already this year for them in 4 stars, and then Andre Loyola and George Wanderley from Brazil yesterday to set up this fixture. They've gone after Anders Moll early on. They might fancy taking him on against Evandro. 1-0, Anders Moll. What a battle. So many mini battles in this game. Moll stays high, off the net against Evandro, swings hard. Don't want to be setting tight against Evandro, that's for sure. 2-ball, sneaky. Good passing from Bruno. There's going to be so many little battles in this game. Anders Moll against Evandro. Sorum against Bruno. Sorum against Evandro at the net. They've never played each other, so who knows what's going to happen. Evandro gets us underway with an absolute ripper. The Beach Volley Vikings might need to put their crash helmets on again here. Shields at the ready. Evandro, it's another ripper, out of system again. Sorum in trouble, but what a set that is from Moll, but Evandro's doing some DIY. Bruno just loves spectating. Unbelievable. Paolo Nicolai has the fastest recorded serve in the world at the moment at 117 kilometers an hour, but surely Evandro's always up and around that. 3 in a row from Evandro. Unbelievable scenes here. This is exactly what Brazil would have wanted. Cannon after cannon from the big man Evandro. Beach Volley Vikings, the best in the world, but they have no answer here. Looking to go 4 in a row here, Evandro. No way. Solom's done well just to get his platform on that with a chance to side out. He goes long. Out of system. Almost, sorry, not out of system. The pass is absolutely fine, but just out of rhythm because of the service pressure. Someone go and get a towel because Evandro is on absolute flames here. Six wins on the FIVB World Tour. Change of ends. Can Evandro go again? 6'11". No, he can't. A change of ends has been a rescue for the Vikings. Evandro's wins on the tour: Berlin with Victor Felipe, 3 wins with Pedro, 2 with Andre, including that World Championship in Vienna. Sorum serving. Goes after Bruno again on the inside. Has a little look at the court, Bruno, but he's way off the net, but he catches. Sorum a little bit on his back. With his weight a little bit back. 7-2. Bruno, who also has a very effective topspin serve. Slight breeze coming across the court as well. Sorum passes well, steps out. Sharp angle. It's what Sorum does so well. He sees the hands, he misses that time, but he hits off the body well, but it's out of play. It's a ferocious start this from Brazil, and it's because of Evandro's jump serving power. Nothing bad there from Sorum. It's just the presence of Evandro, massive. Well, this was never going to be easy for the Beach Volley Vikings, but now the tide is against them. Bruno chips it in short, so accurate. From the left side, Soren, but Bruno stays still and reads the game so nicely. Second chance for Soren, but on two. Andy Mole. Evandro saw it. Saw the body language of Mole, decided to jump back across and get his hands in the way, but drifting in the block. Brazil have found their rhythm here. Mole going for his jump serve. Fortunately, just a little bit underneath it. Anders Mole actually won the CEV under-20s with Alexander Solom, Christian's younger brother, who still plays on the World Tour. Evandro this time rolls the ball into the nets. The Beach Volley Vikings very much a product of their families' volleyballing background, expertise. Brazil, they're brought up on the beach playing from a young age. Bruno from the inside, surely Anders Molders all over that one. Huge. You can see that one coming from a mile away, all over it. Anything tight will just be drifting into Mole's block. You don't want to be playing with that. Slowly coming back into this one. Beach Volley Vikings from a school called Top Volley. A great breeding ground of young players. Sorum sits round. Bruno scores again. Norwegians play the game based on reading body lines and arm swings. Game is changing and they're at the forefront of it. Pioneers of the game at a young age. Bruno, a master. Straight down the line to Sorum, has a little look at the court. Again, he misses the sideline by some distance. Doesn't fancy taking on Evandro at the moment. Six-point game. Starting to feel a little bit of rain in the air. Sorum again, serve to the outside. Evandro's going to be right involved in this game here. Chiseled down the line from Sorum. Side out was needed, one taken. It's a long way back already for the Norwegians here, though. Need to find some joy from the back line. Ace from Anders Mole. There's one. Best blocker, best defensive player last season. Also the most improved and most outstanding. What a season it was for Anders Mole and Christian Solom. Christian Solom taking best defensive player 2018 and World Tour champion with Anders Mole. 1-2. Evandro. So high. Over the top of Andy Mole on that occasion. Four-time best server. Goes back again. Put your seatbelts on, Evandro serving. It's another absolute ripper, but the platform from Sorum is great. And the side-out play is very good, but stepping around is Bruno. Just takes that late step, second ball attack. Jump setting from Anders Mole. Pick that one out. Evandro is so big, you need to try and suck him in and lose him. It's exactly what Mole does. Sorum does the rest. It's exactly where the game is going. Heavy hitting, jump setting. And Bruno brings us back to basics. Bruno just bringing the stability here. Which way will this one go? That starts from Evandro, the serving pressure. Just put the Beach Volley Vikings under all sorts of danger. But what will happen in the second half of this set? The only thing we know for sure about this game is that the level is absolutely ridiculous. Straight back to the action. Another point for Brazil. The rain starting to come in here now. Bruno serving. The shower's just starting to become so heavy. Mole from the left side rolls back to the line. Everybody going for shelter here. Anders Mole comes back to serve. Still 5 points, the difference. He's going to chase in as quickly as possible. No 2-ball from Evandro. They're keeping it dead down the middle, trying to take that 2-ball away and keep Bruno in the middle, but he rolls to the line. He's been on fire so far, where all eyes have been on Evandro's power. The consistency that Bruno has brought to this game, the accuracy in his spiking, the vision so far has been too good. You don't just become an Olympic gold medalist. Evandro, fire from the baseline yet again, out of system. It's a look at the court for Sorum, and it's a huge swing. That's not easy with the ball coming from behind him to look at the corner and then fire away. Still 5 points of difference. Sorum going on Evandro. First time Evandro's been asked to side out throughout this game. He finds Mole. Opportunity to get one back here for the Vikings. Excellent from Solomon Mole. He's having to reach so high there, Andy Mole, just to get into the same space as Evandro. Great blocking. Weather really coming in. It's another great play. He's hiding so low, Anders Mole. Good cover from Sorum again. What a rally this one is. Plot from Bruno, and it's a reverse knuckle out of play. Anders Mole is so low when he's at the net. Good bit of DIY from Christian Solom as well. Evandro is so high at the net, and it's difficult for him to get underneath the spiker's eye line. Andy Mole is always operating below the surface, trying to hide from the attacker and pop up late into areas. Just keep an eye on that, especially on Bruno. He's going to be trying to hide, give Bruno some space to fire into, and then take it away from him very late. Crazy first set, this one. Evandro serves early on, the difference. 4 or 5 ace streak. The difference. When Evandro is on, this team will be so hard to beat from Brazil. Bruno again, going low is Mole into that angle, but he's beaten by Bruno. Change of ends at 16-12. Almost faultless so far, Bruno Schmidt. After playing with Pedro for almost a year, this team got together in the off-season. Everybody involved in World Volleyball took a good look at that one. I thought there's maybe the recipe for success for Brazil. It's taken a while, but they're getting there. A rare error from Bruno. It's a big test, this, for the Vikings. Very big test. They've already beaten Phil Dalhouse and Nick Lucena on the way through. Middle. Bruno again with vision. High fives all round. However, Bruno can come in so straight and work the ball back, just brush it past Mole's block. This is going to be a perfect view. Jumping back to the line, but it's elegant from Bruno. Evandro, again, with the jump serve. Sorum from the left side, just finds the platform of Bruno. Getting tangled up is Evandro. Side out for Sorum. The athletes took a 40-hour trip from Brazil last week to make it to this event here in Jinjiang. Bruno again from the inside, siding out really nicely. Underneath it, scoops from Sorum. Another opportunity. They really need this one, the Vikings, but Brazil have been so clutch at crucial times. Still a 4-point game. Now, even if they don't side out the first time, Brazil, they're putting so much pressure on the Vikings that they get a recycled ball back. And then there's another ace. And this is all stemmed from Evandro's service run at the start. A 5-point run they had, pushing the Vikings. Put them under all sorts of pressure on 2. Dummy play again from Mole, not this time. Evandro casting a massive shadow over Christian Sorum. One-way traffic here. The set's tight. Evandro's in play. Good passing from Sorum. 3-touch volleyball, no dummy 2 this time. The ball goes long. What a start for Brazil. They really have come out firing on all cylinders, and they've taken the first set easily. 21-14, Evandro serving with grit. But Bruno, consistent, steady, everything this team needs him to be. There's confirmation of the score of the first set. Surely the second set's not going to be the same. 21-14, still so much action coming our way. Incredible scenes here as the teams get ready to go again, and that's just what Evandro can do to a team, even the best team in the world. 5 aces in the first 6 points, or maybe not aces, out of system plays from the other team, but it's a long way back when Evandro starts so well, but can he do it again here? Sorum, sharp angle. Bruno knows he loves hitting off the body. 2 balls coming from Mole, goes straight at Evandro. Completely different challenge for the Norwegians this week, having played Poland last week, Fidjelek-Bril. They have a good record against that Polish team, but this is new territory for them. Evandro is difficult. Sorum sweeping up, what a dig that is. Bruno sitting in the seam, Evandro. This game is going to keep giving. The rain's coming down in Jinjiang. Make the ball slightly heavier. Bruno, the service target from the right side, has 2 looks at the court before firing to the line. And he's showing that every time. So straight on, he can go to the line or he can rip it back angle because the ball just sits across him into his hitting window. Easy for Bruno there. Well, he makes it look easy, it's definitely not. Evandro again. Can he cause more destruction? Out. by a whisker. Look at these big teams now. The blockers, the likes of Oleg Stoyanovsky, almost 7 feet. Evandro, Nikolai, another huge blocker, Dalhauser. The game is going into new territories here. And somehow that's gone through Andy Mole, and that's unusual from the Vikings. And Andy Mole. It's a bit unfortunate as well. Dummy 2 ball again, but staying still is Evandro. Reading everything. If you go over Evandro, it has to be so high, it gives Bruno time to sweep. But Solom hasn't managed to score with that off-the-body, wrist-away swing that he loves so much. So he has to go higher line. Bruno can see it. 5-3. Backs against the wall stuff already from the Vikings on 2 huge from Mol. Sorry, 4-3. Scoreboard was slightly wrong. Better starts. The Vikings this time around. Bruno served deep inside. Still finds a way through. You have to just be in awe of Bruno when he's in this sort of mood, and it's a sort of mood we haven't seen for a long time. World Tour champion in 2015 with Alisson, Team of the Year in 2015 with Alisson. But Bruno's FIVB sports person 2015 and 16, but it's all about Evandro as he goes back and rips another absolute cannon. Both teams will be looking to go very close. The FIVB World Championship coming our way from Hamburg in just about a month's time. Evandro stays high, smooth. Mole says, my bad. But the height again. Using the 2 ball, putting the blocker under pressure. Two 17ths and a 9th place for Bruno Evandro until now. It seems like it's coming good. Sorum is starting to try and take on the block of Evandro a little bit more now. Evandro always watching the player early on. Arms drop inside a little bit, leaves some space to the line. Bruno finds a way through. No touch from Mole. Rare mistake in this game from Bruno. Two-point game. Vikings are starting to return here. Bruno just with a very fast pass. Great dig from Solom. Chases on from Mol. Hitting from way downtown. Christian Solom off the hands of Evandro again. Christian Solom. And Norway finding joy off the blocker of Brazil. Being 6'11", having long levers, sometimes difficult to control them. Not that time. Mole is right in the face of Evandro. They are playing at a very, very high altitude. Second time Bruno is scooped. Maybe the net band was a little bit of joy. Great from Bruno, great from Evandro. Equally as good from the Norwegians. Just see the look at the court all the time from Bruno. Trying to hit away from the block of Mole. He was making his moves so late. Crash helmets on again. Evandro. Huge. What a pass, what a play! That's how you stop Evandro. It's a huge serve. But the platform of Sorum is so soft and still, and Mole does the rest. serve goes long. Must be play of the day, the 2-ball from the Norwegians. Good thing for them is that they don't need to see Evandro back quite yet from the service line. They're really coming in here. Sorum taking on Evandro again, but he goes to Bruno, and this time he just dials it away from the body a little bit more. Thumb down, wrist away. It doesn't have to be much to beat the defender. It really doesn't if it's hit at that speed. Bruno, perfect again. Shuffles in his approach to make sure the ball's in the hitting window. And Mole pops up from nowhere. Bruno decides to whip it back, and waiting for him, Anders Mole. Different game, this one. Siding out from Evandro. All of a sudden, the Norwegians are right back in this one. More joyous play. (12-7). Timeout called from Brazil. Much better than the Beach Volley Vikings. Great read from Sorum. And again, he guides the ball away from his body and away from Brazil as well. He saw everything there, didn't he? He saw the arm of Evandro and the space that Brazil leave him as well. Different story to the first set. When Evandro served so well early on, disrupting the rhythm, almost catching the Beach Volley Vikings cold. But now they're warm, even in the rain here in southeast China. They've managed to create some of their magic. Bruno, it's a soft serve to Bruno again, but he's in rhythm. Now they're moving around. He hasn't got an answer, but there's a net touch against Anders Mole. But they're stopping Bruno, the Norwegians. Where in the first set, he was flying. Now they're making the odd block on him. Moving their block defense around. Evandro. Once again, Sorum passes that perfectly, and that's what the Norwegians need if they're going to win this game, to silence Evandro. Only is it a great pass, it's a really, really courageous swing, taking on the seam against the biggest arms on the tour. Talking to the Beach Volley Vikings, they're saying that they're so confident coming into this tournament after last week, getting back to winning ways after what was a frustrating off-season with injuries to Anders Mole. But the confidence is back, although they were suggesting they could be a little bit tired after back-to-back tournaments, Brazil and China. Certainly not next door to each other, lots of traveling, but it's the same for everyone, where Evandro was talking very much about the pressure that Brazil are under. 2 teams qualified for an Olympics. It's a deep, deep squad of Brazilian beach volleyball. So many good teams that to get here takes the pressure off just a little bit. But they'll be looking to win. That's for sure. But even just to get to the Olympic Games would be an achievement, even though Bruno is the reigning gold medalist. Good timeout for Brazil. They'll be happy with that one. Brazilian fans in the crowd as well. Bruno serving Solom. So again, good passing in system, has a little look, goes over the top. And when in rhythm, Christian Solom has a knack of just seeing the hands. Wasn't quite playing with this same confidence during the first set, but now he's completely in the zone. Bruno, who was in the zone in the first set, struggling to find his rhythm now, but that's good, it's so sharp. It's an absolute ripper. I think Norway had 2 on it. Anders Mold took a dive into the cross-court blocking, as well as Solom sitting around on it as well. Evandro again in the pouring rain. Missile of a serve. Quite tight with the setting, but another huge angle. Fist-pumping celebrations from the Norwegians, because they know how crucial it is to move Evandro's serve on quickly. Stop him from serving 3 or 4 in a row. Stop the momentum. And siding out the first ball is crucial for them. Back to Bruno. Starving Evandro from the game a little bit at the moment. Goes for that audacious one back to the line. Certainly got it, but he just misses the sideline. Just turns a little bit too much in the air. 6-point game. This is a crazy match. Evandro on 2, Mole's in the way, but it's out of play. It's colossal, Evandro. Absolutely incredible. Been working with the same coach for 9 years now. Pushes me every day. Soren from the left. This time he's looking for the hands of Evandro. Second opportunity. He's underneath the ball though. Squeezing it. It's a very smart shot from Soren. He couldn't do much more with that than just try and hit up and hit the hands. He has a good look at the hands of Evandro. Smart from Soren. Very smart. Knew exactly what he was doing there. Bruno, no 2-ball from the middle. Bruno again just chips back to the line. And where he went slightly more powerful to that line previously, he just chips high. Well, I hope you're enjoying this game. I certainly am. Men's and women's. The level of this sport just progressing into something really special. Evandro with another ace. Pick that one out. Not only is it fast, it's accurate as well. There's no passing that. Second chance. Game is getting closer for as long as Evandro can keep his jump serve going. 2 in a row from Evandro. Bruno's fired up now. Timeout to disrupt that confidence of Evandro again. We're back to 3 here. Beaten Mole to the line twice in a row. And that is what makes this team such a threat. From 3 or 4 behind, Evandro has this knack of serving 4 or 5 in a row and turning games around. It's a good timeout from the Vikings. The ball now very much in Evandro's court. Will he go for this serve post-timeout, or will he take 10 or 20% off of it, which gives a greater chance of Norway passing in rhythm? Interesting times. But a great timeout all the same. quiet moments for Evandro as he tries to focus. Bruno playing a bit of quarterback, trying to get his partner back in the zone. Evandro, it's another huge serve. He doesn't even take 10 or 20% off. He just goes all out to the line. Sorum misses out. We're back to 2. It's incredible. It's the same as the first set. It's a different time. But Evandro gets going and it changes the momentum of everything. Even though Sorum passes okay, he's still on the floor when he's passing it, so he's out of rhythm. Again, he's out of rhythm. He has to have a little look. He's going to be under pressure, though. Finds a way through. Courageous swing, that one. Didn't quite see him have a look at the hands or multiple looks at the court. Because he goes to the floor, compromised. Just swings back on the angle. It just shows, even when you do pass Evandro well, you're out of rhythm because you get taken to the floor. Evandro now, good hands from Mole. He's camping out low again. He's having to watch everything, the 2-ball, the 3-ball. He goes late. Swats Bruno, but there's a net touch. Passing off the net again from Sorum, this time off Bruno's serve. Sorum. They play a simple game, but they don't need to run tempo balls. They don't need to do anything different because of the vision and the arm swings that Sorum possesses. Can look to the line and shape it off the body. 3-point game. 2 needed to go to 3. What do you want at home? Do you want this to go to 3? Chipping back. Sorum sees it. Sees Bruno go for the short line. He digs it. Tomahawk from Bruno is incredible. Free net for Mole. This game is going well and truly off the radar. Set point. Sorum and Mole. Bruno the target. They managed to make a couple of blocks and some digs on Bruno so far, but not this time. And look who comes back to serve. Incredible. This set is far from over. Evandro is capable of serving Brazil back in here. 3 points down. We've seen it multiple times already just in this game. Evandro into the net. We go to 3. An error from the Brazilian blocker means that we are tied 1-1. Sorum and Mole take the second. Evandro trying to charge one back to the line as we've seen before. Next week, Strava for these teams. The FIVB World Tour heads back to Europe as we have a look at some highlights from a game we won't forget in a hurry. Well, confirmation, men's gold medal. Second set goes to Norway. Mole Sorum, after Brazil ran away with the first. But who knows where this one is going. Both teams at times doing some incredible things. Players that possess all types of different skills out there. Mole and Evandro, 2 different blockers, different players. They play a different game. Brazil to Norway. And Sorum, a completely different player to Bruno as well. Bruno gets us underway. Who knows what's going to happen? Jump serve, straight to stop. Good passing. Second opportunity, loves going to the angle. Looks as if Evandro just decided to take a little bit of that cross court, left the line. But you're playing with someone who sees the hands. And they're big hands, Evandro's. On two, surely. But Mole's waiting. He sees it. He's looking at Bruno as he passes the ball. He's aware of where the ball is, but then his eyes shift to Evandro. He gets a massive block. What a start from the Vikings. Bruno from the right side chisels it back to the line. Didn't have anything much stronger there. Maybe a time delay coming here. Referee Tim Cleaver might have to step in. He's blowing the whistle, so Evandro has to hurry up. Can Evandro get 2 or 3 here in a row and put the Beach Volley Vikings under pressure? It's wide, back to the line, but waiting for it is Bruno. He's just camping out, ready for everything. Sweeping though. Saw him. Again, 2 different types of defensive play from both teams. Breaking is Mole. It's a wise decision from Bruno. He's unhappy. That's 1 from Evandro. How many can he string together? It's the defining factor of this game. I'm really sorry. If he can get a run, but again, they go on 2. Bruno just sticks an arm out and gets the touch, and in transition. That's unbelievable from Brazil. We've seen it before, the 2 ball off Evandro's serve, trying to beat him with the offense before he gets to the net. But sitting round is Bruno. We don't see the dig, we just see the transition swing, which is accurate, but the dig was incredible as well.
dry towel. 乾咗毛巾，乾咗毛巾。
Evandro. 2 in a row. There's a bit of towel play from the Vikings, maybe because it's wet, maybe just to try and play some mind games with Evandro as well, because have to disrupt the rhythm. Might have just worked. If that's the case, gamesmanship from the Vikings, maybe just a wet face. Bruno passing perfectly from the inside, has 2 looks. Good swing to the line. Once again, that swing off the body, wrist away. The toughest one to really master. And he sees everything, you can see his eyes. On 2, dummy play. Evandro doesn't want to get sucked into it. Good cover. Discipline from Norway. How exciting is this game? Bruno passing perfectly again. They're not serving with heaps of pressure. They're leaving a lot of line. They're serving him to try and pass on the inside of the court towards the middle on an angle, and they're leaving the line for Bruno. Doubling up on the angle quite often. They will change something in a minute though. Anders Mole might jump back in to try and swap the shot. Who knows? Evandro goes wide. It's a huge point. Change of ends 5-5. There's a massive sigh of relief there for Norway because Evandro won't go back to the service line for some time. And also, if you watch beach volleyball quite a lot, the Beach Volley Vikings are renowned for making defensive plays, blocks and touches on the backcourt as well. So they're happy with the ball in hand, that's for sure. Evandro out of system, but he's so high it won't really matter. Off the net, in or out, just wide. Evandro, interesting, hasn't had to side the ball out that often. And when he does, he's caught maybe a little bit cold. Passes off the net, still quite straight on, leans in the air, loses a bit of height. Bruno again. Don't be surprised if they go back to Evandro in just a moment. Chopping back angle. Cut shot from Bruno. Everyone's bringing their A game here. Soren from the left side takes Bruno on again. He generates so much power from his arm swing. Bruno's one of the best, if not the best in the world at playing defense. His touch is incredible, but Soren bullying him at times. Bruno again, taking on Mole at the net. This time Mole is victorious. It's him just waiting for the shot. It's all in the eyes. Camps low, goes up. People compare Anders Mole to Phil Dalhouser all the time, but the starting position is actually lower at times than Dalhouser's, out of the vision of the hitter, but the shapes are very similar. Dalhouser, the best for many that's ever lived, and so many people's idols, but the Vikings are becoming idols themselves here at a very young age. What a touch. Bump setting, just bringing some stability. On the move was Bruno. Timeout Brazil. Back-to-back victories. Maybe for the Vikings. After going 4 FIVB World Tour events in a row and a European Championship. The Big Five last year. Shocked the world with how well they were playing. They're going to go back-to-back here. Huge moments here, because it doesn't matter who you are. Evandro's serve is a trump card. Bruno, one arm, into the angle, sweeping the line. Soren. Trading defense for defense. It's a bit sloppy from Evandro, oversetting. Happy birthday, Anders Mole. Christian Solem, there's a free one. And after such a promising start, Evandro Bruno falling away a little bit here. Back to Bruno, testing the setting of Evandro again. Well watched, it trickles along the net forever. But it's a hawk-eye of Christian Soren. Four will do it here for the Beach Volley Vikings. Goes low again, Anders Mole jumps back into the angle. It's another little bit of flirting with the net band, but this time Deep breaths for Evandro. This could be match defining right here, right now. It's another thunderous serve. Great passing from Sorum. He'll fancy his chances from here. Sneaks it to the baseline. That could be game over. Nothing to do with the serve of Evandro. It's an absolute rocket. They're keeping Sorum so far off the net to try and make Evandro's block a little less effective. Mole serving inside. Bruno back to the line. He goes so late. Bruno doesn't see it. One of the best players for vision in world volleyball. Thinks he's got an avenue. Loves going away from the body. Great shapes at the net from Mole. Same play again, by the looks of it, from the Vikings. This time sweeping back on the cross-court angle with Sorum, who gets the plug, but can't keep it alive. Short serve. Christian Sorum trying to get him underneath Evandro's hands. It's exactly right. It works a treat from Brazil. Just teeing that up, Bruno. Knows what he's got at the nets in Evandro. Difficult to make an approach for Sorum. Again, short. Can they evade the block? Yes, they can, because they go on two. Trumped it completely. There's enough of an angle on the serve from Bruno to make it easy for Sorum to get Mole on two. Match point, Norway, again. Gold medal point for Norway, again. Bruno from the right side finds joy. Pressure on Evandro here. Needs 3 at least. And he's the man that can do it, but can he do it under this pressure? Evandro serving to stay in the game. It's a rocket from Evandro, out of system. The Vikings will be challenged here. Going to the line, Sorum. It's given out. Christian Sorum was sure that was in. He's looking at the ball mark. But Evandro, under all sorts of pressure, has just served an absolute rip. Was it in? Just out by the looks of it. So close. Third match point. Evandro again. Huge. It's another rocket under so much pressure. Tension in this game is unbearable. Free ball. This to bring it back to one. Evandro from the right side needs to score. Dispatched out the back. It's unfortunate for Evandro and Bruno, who have played so well, but Norway go back to back. Brazil last week, China this week. They're doing it again. They are setting a new height for beach volleyball. Christian Sorum and Mole take the gold here. Evandro, who served so well under pressure, just got caught underneath the ball. Joy for Norway. And it's career win number 6 on the FIVB World Tour. And every win is as sweet as the last. Credits to the Beach Volley Vikings, their coaches, families, and Top Volley in Norway. But beach volleyball is going to places we have never seen before. Gold for Norway again here. There's a confirmation. 15-12 in the third. Andy Mole, Christian Sorum take the gold. What a performance, and what a game of beach volleyball. The medals are received. Another proud moment for Norwegian volleyball. Brazil will have to wait to stand on top of the podium, but in just their 5th event together, their time will come for Bruno and Evandre, but this is all about Norway. Smiles all round. Beach Volley Vikings are top of the charts again. We're going to hear from them down at courtside.
It's been a really intense week. We fought through last week 6 games. Now again we come with the jet lag all the way to China, and we don't really expect to play well because we feel shit after that long travel. But we managed to rally and get this gold medal. It feels amazing.
Your 2nd gold medal in 2 weeks. How does it feel for you?
It's really amazing. Brazil was awesome, and we got to China, and we were tired, but we fight every match. And in the final, Brazil played very well. They served really strong, Evandro. But we managed to come back in the 2nd and the 3rd set, and I'm just super happy with this goal.
And what does this medal mean for you moving forward in the season?
So one more time.
What does it mean for moving forward in the season?
Oh, it means everything. We had a rough start on our last season, 2018, of course. But now we have a good start on the season. So yeah, we just want to maintain our good form, and now we have been playing a lot of games, and that's I think that's how we find our game. If we can play a lot of games and find our rhythm, it means so much. So we're really looking forward to the rest of this season.
Well done. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
Apologies for the odd curse word there, but joy, Norwegian camp, and why not? The Beach Volley Vikings are on a roll again. Lightning can't strike twice, can it? Well, there you have it. Gold again for Norway. They are taking this sport to new heights every single week. What a performance.
尊敬的各位领导、各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们，大家下午好。
Dear ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
晋江文旅杯2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站颁奖仪式现在开始。
Welcome to the awarding ceremony of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism.
出席今天颁奖仪式的嘉宾有
The guests of today's awarding ceremony are
国家体育总局排球运动管理中心副主任于光炎，
Mr. Yu Guangyan, Deputy Director of China Volleyball Association.
Welcome back.
国际排联技术代表布莱尔·哈里森，
Mr. Blair Harrison, FIVB Technical Delegate.
国际排联裁判代表杰夫·布雷奥，
Mr. Jeff Brehart, FIVB Referee Delegate.
福建省体育局副巡视员侯玉珠，
Mrs. Hou Yuzhu, Associate Consultant of Fujian Provincial
VIPs that will be giving out the
Administration of
awards.
Sports.
泉州市体育局副局长吴永江，
Mr. Wu Yongjiang, Deputy Director of Quanzhou Municipal Administration of Sports.
福建省漳州体育训练基地主任苏建武，
Mr. Su Jianwu, Director of Zhangzhou Sports Training Base of Fujian.
晋江市领导刘文儒、张文贤、王海飞，
Mr. Liu Wenru, Mr. Zhang Wenxian, and Mr. Wang Haifei from Jinjiang Municipal Committee of the Communist Party Committee and Jinjiang Municipal People's Government.
赞助企业代表晋江文旅集团总经理柯慧玲，
Mrs. Ke Huiling, General Manager of Jinjiang Culture and Tourism Group, as the sponsor representative.
以及裁判员、运动员、媒体记者们，
And the referees, players, journalists as well.
欢迎各位领导、嘉宾的到来。
Welcome all of you.
首先有请国家体育总局排球运动管理中心副主任于光炎为晋江市人民政府颁发突出贡献奖。有请晋江市人民政府张文贤市长揭牌。
First of all, let's give the warmest welcome to Mr. Yu Guangyan, Deputy Director of China Volleyball Association, to present the Great Contribution Award to Jinjiang Municipal People's Government. Let's welcome Mr. Zhang Wenxian, Mayor of Jinjiang Municipal People's Government, to receive the
现在有请国际排联裁判代表杰夫·布雷奥先生宣布本次比赛男女获奖名单。
Now let's give the warmest welcome to Mr. Jeff Brehart, FIVB referee delegate, to announce the medal list.
Good afternoon, and welcome to this awarding ceremony. It's my pleasure to announce and confirm the winners of each event. The women's winners of the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, are third place and bronze medal winners are Ana Patricia and Rebecca Calvacante from Brazil. In second place and silver medal winners are Mariafi Artacho and Taliqua Kransley of Australia. And the champions and gold medal winners are Brooke Sweat and Kerry Walsh Jennings from the USA. For the men's competition, third place and bronze medal winners are George Vondelay and Andre Stein from Brazil. Second place and silver medal winners are Evandro Gonzalez and Bruno Schmidt from Brazil. And the champions and gold medals winners are Anders Mol and Christian Solom from Norway. Thank you.
祝贺以上运动员在晋江文旅杯2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站取得的优异成绩。有请获得男女前3名的运动员入场。
Congratulations to all of the top 3 men and women teams on their
Now
let's welcome the awarding guests.
"获得晋江文旅杯2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站女子组季军的是来自巴西的安娜·帕翠西·希尔瓦·拉莫斯以及瑞贝卡·卡瓦康蒂·巴博萨·希尔瓦。
The third place and the bronze medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and
in
Tourism,
third place, the
go
bronze
to
medalists
Anna Patricia Silva
after gold.
Ramos and Rebecca Cavalcanti Barbosa Silva from Brazil.
And after gold in Xiamen a month
有请
ago,
泉州市体育局副局长
They take
吴永江
bronze
为
here.
获奖运动员颁奖。
The award will be presented by Mr. Wu Yongjiang, Deputy Director of Quanzhou Municipal Administration of Sports.
so the bronze medal presented to Brazil. It's still early days for this really promising partnership. How far can they go with a World Championship coming their way? 2 4-star wins already in The Hague. Check for one $10,000 US. Proud moment for Brazil. A team that just keep getting
获得晋江
better
文旅
and
杯
better and more
2019年世界
consistent
沙
as
滩
well.
排球巡回赛晋江站亚军的是来自澳大利亚的 玛利亚菲·阿塔丘以及塔里卡·克兰西。
The second place and the silver medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball
Fine
World
week
Tour
for this pairing as well.
Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, go to Maria Atakio Talika Clancy from Australia.
Bronze last time here in China, in Xiamen.
有请福建省体育局副巡视员侯玉珠为获奖运动员颁奖。
The award will be presented by Ms. Hou Yuzhu, Associate Consultant of Fujian Provincial Administration of Sports.
Maria Fay, Tacho, Talika Clancy take the silver to add to a growing collection together. Some great results for the Australians as they build towards the World Championships, but after that, the Olympic Games as well. A check.
获得晋江文旅杯
16,000
2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站女子组冠军的是来自美国的布鲁克斯威特卡利瓦施珍宁斯，由提亚娜罗勒特洛伊霍特代为领奖。
The first place and the gold medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, will be received by Tiara Rowe and Troy Holder on behalf of Brooke Sweet and Carrie Walsh Dennis from USA.
From the United States of
有
America,
请泉州市委常委、晋江市委书记刘文如为获奖运动员颁奖。
the medals for Kerry Walsh-Jennings and Brooke Sweat.
Member of the Standing Committee of Quanzhou Municipal Committee of the Communist Party Committee, Party Secretary of Jinjiang Municipal Committee of the Communist Party Committee.
Kerry Walsh-Jennings is the oldest women's player now to win a gold medal after this today. What an athlete she is. And Brooke Sweat takes her first ever victory on the World Tour.
谢谢颁奖嘉宾，再一次祝贺获奖运动员。
Thank you all and
US dollars.
congratulations to all the winners.
下面进行升旗仪式，请全体起立，升国旗，奏美国国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the flag raising ceremony. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem of USA.
Proud moments for the USA. 800 world ranking points for the winners. 720 for second. And 640 for the bronze medal, third position.
Please welcome the presenters to take photos with our women winners.
Some last photos with the winners. An event that will be remembered. For Kerry Walsh-Jennings being back at the top of beach volleyball and on the podium as well. Not physically, but
现在请女子组获奖运
a
动员
phenomenal
与嘉
event
宾
and performance
在
from the
等候
USA
区稍
and
后，
Australia
下
and
面进
Brazil as
行
well.
男子组颁奖。
Dear guests and women winners, please return to the rating area and have a rest. Now let's begin with the men's awarding ceremony.
获得晋江文旅杯2019年沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站男子组季军的是来自巴西的乔治·苏多梅尔万德利以及安德尔·罗耀拉斯坦。
The third place and the bronze medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, go to George Sudomeyer Wandery and Ander Royola Stan from Brazil.
And the bronze
有请国际
medalists
排联技术代表
Andre
布莱
and
尔·哈里森
George,
为获奖运动员颁奖。
40
The
world
award
ranking
will be
points
presented by
for
Mr.
Brazil.
Blair
A great
Harrison,
performance from them.
FIVB Technical Delegate.
Build up to the World Championships, but the Olympic Games as well. Brazil need every result they can get. It's a competitive nation to come from, and a podium is a fantastic result for this young pairing. $10,000, 640 world ranking points, very valuable.
获得晋江文旅杯2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站男子组亚军的是来自巴西的伊万德洛·贡萨维斯·布鲁诺·史密特。
The second place and the silver medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, go to Evangel Gonçalves and Bruno Schmidt from Brazil.
Silver medalists, Brazil as well.
有请晋江市人民政府市长张文贤为获奖运动员颁奖。
The award will be presented by Mr. Zhang Wenxian, Mayor of Jinjiang Municipal People's Government.
It's a great performance from Evandro and Bruno, their first final together. They're growing as a team and they're growing in stature. They're a force to be reckoned with now on the World Tour. And the world ranking points will relieve some pressure. $16,000, 720 world ranking points.
获得
Again,
晋江文
very
旅杯
valuable.
2019年
The
世
reigning
界
world
沙滩
champion
排球巡回
Evandro,
赛晋
the
江
reigning
站
gold
男子
medalist
组
in
冠
the
军
Olympic
的
Games,
是
Bruno.
来自挪威的安德斯·博森莫·克里斯汀·桑德利·索拉。
The first place and the gold medals of FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism, go to Anderson Mo and Christian Soram from Norway.
The Beach Volley Vikings at the top of the podium
有请
again.
国家体育总局排球运动管理中心余光炎副主任为获奖运动员颁奖。
The award will be presented by Mr. Yu Guangyan, Deputy Director of China Volleyball Association.
Performance of character, great maturity from the Beach Volley Vikings. After winning 5 events in a row last year, they have won the last 2 on the FIVB World Tour. And after a stressful off-season with injuries, they're
谢谢
back
颁
on
奖
top
嘉
of the
宾，祝
podium.
贺获奖运动员。
Thank you. Congratulations to all the winners.
下面进行升旗仪式，请全体起立，升国旗，奏挪威国歌。
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the flag raising ceremony. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem of Norway.
Another victory for Norway.
请颁奖嘉宾与获奖运动员合影留念。
Please welcome the presenters to take photos with men winners.
They reign supreme again. $20,000 US, 800 world ranking points. A good week in the office for Anders Moll and Christian Solom, cementing their place again in history and progressing the
现在也
game
让我们有
again
请
to
所有
another
的获
dimension.
奖女运动员再一次来到领奖台上，与颁奖嘉宾合影留念。
Please welcome the presenters to take photos with all the winners.
Some photos of all the winners as the FIVB World Tour moves on to Ostrava next week in the Czech Republic. Lots of European events coming our way. Exciting times to be following the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. The athletes are incredible. The standard of play, unbelievable.
再一次感谢颁奖嘉宾，祝贺所有的获奖运动员。接下来，请所有的获奖运动员开启香槟时刻，来庆祝你们的胜利。
Ladies and gentlemen, it's champagne time.
So with the presentation over, some shots of glory. Champagne time in Jinjiang. Moments of celebration as Norway are on the podium with the USA. Remember, no Kerry Walsh-Jennings or Brooke Sweaters. They have to
感谢
leave
过去的5
on a
天时间里，
flight.
运动健儿们为我们
But
呈
for
现了一
those
场
who
场
are
精彩
left,
纷呈的赛事
they've
盛宴
had，their
给美丽的晋江增添了一道亮丽的风景线。谢谢你们！
All the sincere gratitude to our players for giving us a spectacular visual feast and making Jinjiang a more charming city.
至此，晋江文旅杯2019年世界沙滩排球巡回赛晋江站圆满结束，祝各位返程一路平安。
Now I declare the complete
China
success of
have really done a
FIVB
fantastic job
Volleyball
hosting this
World
event.
Tour, Jinjiang 2019, presented by Jinjiang Culture and Tourism.
Their second
and
within a month.
Wish everyone a bon voyage.
朋友们，再见。
And we will leave you with some scenes of glory where Norway and the USA have come to China and have been victorious. It's been a pleasure to broadcast to you from the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, and we will see you again